Hey everyone, today I'm talking about my favorite marathons. So, many of you know that I've done 13 marathons in the past 2 years. I basically went from couch to marathoner in about 3 years. And then from there, I qualified for Boston after four attempts. So I've done quite a few marathons. I've done marathons anywhere from Kansas to Las Vegas, and I have picked my top three, my favorite three marathons to share with you guys. So my first favorite, and this is probably the number one. Sorry, I'm not saving the best for last, but is the Disney Marathon. So the Disney Marathon, you run through basically all 4 or 5 of the Disney theme parks, and it is absolutely amazing. It starts in the dark. It's just like nothing like it in the whole world. Every half mile, there are literally Disney characters, people stopping to take pictures. It is super flat. It's cool during that time of year. It's in January. It's just an awesome experience. I mean, I think I saw every single character from like any sort of Disney movie or cartoon or anything that's ever been made. I was high-fiving characters, and you got to see all the rides. You went through all of the parks, and there were 2 speedways that we got to run on, and I mean, it was just breathtaking. I literally can't even explain it all. But that would be my number one must do. And the time limit for the course is like 8 hours or something like that. So literally anyone can do this marathon. It's a great marathon for your first time. It's just like a bucket list one. It's like number one in my mind. My next favorite is probably going to have to be Grandma's Marathon. That's where I ran my PR of 3:14. And I might be biased because I am Minnesotan, and it is a Minnesota marathon. It's in Duluth, Minnesota, which is right on Lake Superior, and it is absolutely a breathtaking course. I mean, literally, the whole thing is just, you get lost in the trees and the nature, and everything is just, it's amazing. And a lot of it is kind of like more of a gradual downhill, kind of flat, not a lot of hills. Amazing scenery. You're right on the lake the whole time. You can see Duluth the whole time. And so you're basically running from 26 miles away all the way into the city of Duluth, and just being able to see Duluth, and like there's this, I don't know if it's like a bridge or something, you can see the entire way, and it's super foggy out, and trees everywhere. It's more of like a nature scene. So if that's kind of your thing, I would definitely recommend it. It's not a super small race, so you're going to have a lot of people that are kind of around you, which kind of gets you jacked up, at least gets me jacked up. And there are some good spectators and crowd support, especially the second half of the race. But for not a major marathon, there are definitely a lot of spectators, and it is also in super great area. And it is, I think it's pretty old too. What does it say? I don't know, I thought it was like the 20th year or something, maybe 30th. And then, of course, the Boston Marathon. Can't leave that one out. Definitely a bucket list race. It was a very gorgeous course as well. The only year I've done it, it rained on the course, but it had beautiful trees. It's an old city. I mean, everything is spectacular. You start in this little rural town, and you just kind of go through all these towns, and then eventually ending in the city of Boston. It's really like a journey to get there, and the crowd support is absolutely amazing. Like, there is nothing like it. There is nothing like actually running the race. You are literally surrounded by people the entire time who are faster than you, like just so fast, and you're like wall to wall, people everywhere, and it's crazy to be running amongst the people who are like the top runners in the world, really. I mean, I know I'm not a top runner, but just the people who are there, it's the best competition. The Boston Marathon has the most Boston qualifiers there, per people who finish, and it's an amazing experience. Definitely a bucket list race. If you qualify, you should definitely do it just for the experience. So those are my top 3.